All right, so this is going to be a cylinder. Um, Whenever I do a quick demonstration, kind of running out of paper here. Whenever I do a quick demonstration, I like to draw it out as a parallel line drawing, just so you can kind of get the concept down. So I'm going to do a cylinder, kind of something on its side, something like this, right? So maybe I'll start off with a okay. So this is what I'm starting off with, right? I'm going to make this transparent. Okay, and I am going to erase this line just so I don't confuse you. So I'll do this quickly here, and then I'm going to do it in 3-point perspective. What you do here is you're going to cross your corners. I'm freehanding on this, so it's going to look a little weird. Once you cross your corners that find your center, you want to strike a vertical line through it. And you're also going to strike a line that's parallel to these two lines. So it's going to look something like that. You're going to apply the same thing to the back plane, and I'm going to erase this line because it helps me see the back plane and clarify what I'm doing. Vertical line. Okay. Now, if you look here, I'm just going to draw something flat. If we were looking at this straight on and it was more of a rectangular or a square-like shape, it would look like this. And I'm going to cross my corners, run a line through the center, and run a line through the center. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go only on the diagonal lines. I'm going to go from center out halfway, and I'm just making an eye judgment about halfway, whatever that is. And then you're going to half it again. So basically you're going 3/4 of the way up on these diagonal lines. And you're going to put a dot. Half, 3/4, half, 3/4. Okay? These guys, the vertical and the horizontal line, they stay the same. So you're just going to put a dot where they intersect the outer edge line. Then after that, with straight line construction, meaning just use straight lines, don't curve them yet, you're going to draw straight lines through them. And if you ever speak to someone who carves wood or whatever, they will say the way to carve a circle is from, or a sphere is from a cube. So this is how you would create a circle. And then from there, you can kind of round this out. Just add to it, and then you round this out. I don't care if you're Michelangelo, you're not going to be able to draw a perfect circle, and this would help you achieve that. You can finish that there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go from center 3/4 of the way, and especially when you're working in perspective, this center to 3/4 of the way, some lines are much longer than others, so you really have to pay attention what a half and half again is. These stay the same, and then you connect. Now it's just like so. I'm going to do the same thing here. And you could run lines straight across where it intersects that. There you go. But you know, I'm going to do it the hard way. Half, half, 3/4, half, 3/4. Stay the same, stay the same, stay the same, stay the same. Connect, 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 connect. Now when we draw from observation and we're drawing cylinders and stuff like that, we're not going to do this entire process. It's a little bit daunting, and I find it unnecessary. Actually, going freehand here, so I might as well stick with it. After that, you're going to connect these planes. And I always want you to work geometrically first, meaning hard edge lines, straight lines. So you kind of see this cylinder inside of this rectangle forming. And then after you do the geometry, then you can start to apply your curved lines. And you kind of see how that's curving. So once you achieve that, you could, if you wanted to, see this straight line here, you could even run one in the center, and it goes this way, and then down again. And you could even make another kind of elliptical line in the center, and that's where you eventually will get your cross contour lines, and that's another video. So that's your cylinder, and I know it took a long time to demonstrate, but just to do this in perspective, I'm running out of paper here. 3-point perspective. I'm going to make a 3-point perspective cube super fast. What do I want to do? Yeah, it's fine. I'll figure it out. Whoa, my God, you scared me. I'm making a video. And you made me appear very scared. Alright, so there is a rectangle there. And again, you have to draw as if it's transparent. And the two most important parts right now is this plane and this plane. So I'll work with this plane first, and then I'll work with this plane second, and then you connect them. But this is why it can get, so I'll make a cylinder kind of going back in space there. Cross your corners. That finds your center. Take the center line, connect it to the right vanishing point. Take this other line, or the other line should go to the left vanishing point. So basically, I'll keep this in the picture frame. If you guys can see, I'm trying to see if that fits in there. Basically, this is, this little shape here is this right here, and it is that as well. What I'm gonna do next, I just need to make this a little darker, is I'm going to half and half. Remember, it's just the corners. So now you don't know what's straight and what's vertical, but the ones that go to the corners are the diagonal lines. So that's the most important thing. They're ones that go to the corners. So I'm gonna half this, I'm gonna half it again. I'm gonna half this one, I'm gonna half it again. Half, and now you can see how different the lines are. The lengths of the lines of the, I'm putting these marks on are very different. So you have to pay attention what you think is half and not half. And then remember that these stay the same. So I'm going to connect. And when you're doing this at home, I want you to use a ruler. In this case, if you have a small 6-inch ruler, like this guy, if you're taking my 3D class, you should have this. This is kind of a nice thing, but you definitely should have a 12-inch graph ruler, but look how fast this is. It's not like turning around the propellers of an airplane. So you got that, and then you have to do the same thing here. I'm going to erase this line so it doesn't compete with the other lines I'm trying to figure out here. Cross my corner, cross my corners, Okay? And then this line, that finds my center. I take it to the right vanishing point, and I take this side to the left vanishing point. Now, I mean, this is a quick, easy way. I'll show you. Instead of doing the half-half and all that stuff up here, since you've done the work down here, all you gotta do is, remember, these stay the same. So they're not gonna budge. It's just these 4 diagonal lines, which is right here. So one's here. You could run this line up to the 3rd vanishing point. Where it intersects this is the dot. And since it's already here, you just make a line because you're gonna put that line in there anyway. And you know what? I'm gonna draw with a darker pencil just so you can kind of see the lines I'm putting in. I'm deliberately using a 3B here for the purpose of the video. Alright, so that's darker, right? I'm going to do my other diagonal line, which is right here. Goes to the vanishing point. Looks like it intersects about right here. I'm just going to put a line in. Right here. Okay? The other diagonal is right here. Looks like it intersects right here. Put a line in. The last one is here, and I'm gonna put a really light line in because otherwise I'll confuse you. And then the other ones, they just stay the same. So this one connects with that outer one here. Awesome. I mean, it's right on the line with the other one. So this one connects with that one here. This one's behind it, but it would connect with this one here. It's going to put it in anyway, and this one's behind it, and it connects with this one here, which is right here. And then after that, you can make your little cylindrical curved edge. And when I make this cylindrical curved edge, I try to stay true to the points, and if I'm a little over them, it's not a big deal, but I try to stay true to the points, so I go outside of the point, or outside of the line connecting the points, and then I come back to the points. This does not work because that's where it will be cropped off, but so probably something more aligned like this. I just like ate my words. And this one would be just a little bit less. It can't go outside of the farthest edge. It has to kind of stay on the inside. And then these, since you see all of your little points, you just can kind of connect them. Oops, I went way outside. Don't judge me right now. That looks ridiculous. So it should be inside there. This one is going to, and remember, you're dealing with perspective. There's a distortion here. It's going to look distorted. It's fine. Oh, duh. I thought that looked a little funny. This should be inside of here. There you go. And that one's there. All right, so there's your cylinder going in 3-point perspective, almost looks like a column. And this is your cylinder going on its side like a Coca-Cola can.